Hi, and welcome to the Global Monthly Video Collaboration Hub, organized by a couple of international demonstrators who will come to you every first Wednesday of the month with a focus product. My name is Lotte Noordzij. I am an independent demonstrator in the city of Rotterdam in the Netherlands. And well, whenever you are around, just shoot me an email and I will more than happy to show you around in this beautiful city. As I said, this is the Global Monthly Video Collaboration Group. We have decided to put the Good Morning Magnolia stamp set in as our focus product for this month. It has beautiful images of the flowers and the magnolia, but some great sayings. And it also has a dies with it. They're called the Magnolia Memory dies, and as you can see, I stamped the image of the flowers and the little leaves, so you can see the die, how that goes around it. It's beautiful, and it also has another flower with the outline of the flower. It's beautiful, and then three little petal things that you can put together as a flower of magnolia with a little heart in there and a nice swirl. So today I'm going to work with this large image of the magnolia, and the technique that I'm going to show you is called the spotlight technique. It's a clean and simple card, but just because of that one spotlight in the card, it gives I think a wow effect. I will show you how to do this. I have a base card which measures for the metric ones 21 centimeters by 10.5 centimeters, and then you score the 21 at 10.5. So that's your card. For the imperial ones, it's 4 1/8 and 8 1/4, and the 8 1/4 you score at 4 1/8. So it's a square card. Then you need the top layer that will go on there and has the big image on it. That one measures 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters, or 3 7 1/8 and 3 7 1/8, and it will go up like that. And it just had this little edge around it. Further, you need a bit of scrap to stamp your image on, and a piece of scrap that measures 2 centimeters or 3 1/4 inches. So you can put your saying on there and just cut it on the length that you like. Okay. I'm taking my Stampin'Up out, so I know exactly where to put my little card that I stamped the image on. As you can see, my magnets have broken, but that doesn't bother me because now I have little pieces that I can put anywhere. I made a little mark so I know exactly where to put my layer, so I can stamp without and that it's in the right position. I'm gonna ink my stamp, and then put it on. Oh, it's not good. Put it on my layer, and I think it's good. It looks really nice and crisp. Yeah. Then I take my scrap, and I can put it a little bit on the side where I want, and I don't need the whole flower on top of there, so I just ink I'm just gonna ink it up again, put it there, and make sure that I have a really nice and crisp. And I need this. Maybe the heart is a little bit light, so I'm gonna add some more ink, and it's really great because you can just add more ink and then do it again. So I really like the Stampin'Up for these kind of stamping. Then I take my 2-inch circle punch out, and I'm gonna punch a little bit with the leaves, so I can do a little bit of green as well, and then a lot of the flower, and I make sure that I have the heart. And then I'm gonna color this, and I like to put it back into where I punched it, because then I see which parts don't need to be colored, like this and this and that. I start with the lighter blend. This is the Old Olive Light for the leaves. And then I take my darker one and do some coloring. I am not much of I'm not a great colorer, so I always like to hold on to what I've seen people do, which is that if you see the darker spots in the stamp, that you just make them darker with your color as well. So that's what I'm doing. And then I think it always looks nice. And then I start, just do it a little bit more. Make sure you, or try not to go over the edge, so the green will bleed into the flower, because you don't want that. Then I'm gonna take my points, and it's just a preference, I think, what you like. If you like the normal writing point or the brush tip. What I like to do is I like to take the brush tip. I'm gonna use the Pinky Red. I like to use the brush tip, so this one, and you can see where the brush tip is because of that little image, or the thicker stripe. Here's a thinner stripe, and there's the image of just the writing point. So I like to start with the light colors first, and just do it a little bit like it. And then when I start blending, I'll just cover the whole thing, and okay, like that. And you have to go over there, so you can see this is not white, but it should be pink as well. It's good that when you use your blends, that you close them when you are done right away, because there's alcohol in it, and then it just evaporates. So that's not to keep them, close them as quickly as you can. That is the best thing to do. Then I take the darker one. I'm gonna add the same thing I did with the flowers, or with the leaves. I'm just gonna add the darker colors to the darker parts of the image. Okay. And then you just color the whole flower and start blending. And then when you think you're done, and you can see on the other sides of the image that it's gonna bleed also through the paper, and the more it's on the other side of the paper, the more you have blended it, and the more ink you will see on this side as well. So I could have done some more on this side, but you see that's a lighter part, and I really like it how it turned out like this. So I'm just going to leave it like this. Then I will grab my Wink of Stella, and on every petal that has the folded petal, so so you see the outer side of the petal, I will add a little bit of Wink, and I will also add it in the heart of the flower. Just adds that little bit of shiny, sparkly gleam to it. Hope you can see it like that. And next thing you do is stamp the saying, and I'm just doing hello on a little strip of scrap paper. It's 3 1/4 inches or 2 centimeters high, and I just stamp it where I think it's okay, and then I cut it to length. You can also use the Stamparatus, of course, to stamp the word, but if you ink up your stamp really well and just have it sit for a couple of seconds, then it mostly turns out really good. And especially when it's not that big saying, then you can do it the way I did it. Then you grab your base card. It's over here. I'm gonna put this on top with dimensionals. Oh, that's not the right one. Okay, this is the base card. Okay. Then we're gonna build the card. So I'm grabbing my base card. I'll just fold it and crease the fold. I'm gonna add my dimensionals to it, so I can glue it with dimensional. It has a little bit of more of a pop-up, which looks really nice. I'm gonna take off all the I'm gonna make this one a little bit different than the other ones. So I'm just gonna turn the base of the stem like that. I'm gonna add my colored piece to it with dimensionals as well. I can grab them from the sheet of dimensionals pretty easy, but I like to use my take your pick to get the little thingies off, little papers on the back. They really help to lift the small papers. And then you need to find where is the right position of your flower. So you just line up all the lines. Take your time to do that. There you go. And then I will put my hello over here. So I'm adding some dimensionals as well to this one. I bet you find all those little papers anywhere in your house. I do. My husband even says, well, sometimes we can even find them in our bed. So now they're gone, and then you can see that you have a beautiful but simple card, easy to make, nice to color, that you can send out to anyone you like. So I have a couple of different ones now. I hope you like what you see. You can also use smaller images. I try to do, and you can add some of these. You can also do this one. You can also add a couple of the images. It's just up where you like it. It's the way that you make your own card. I hope you like the technique. I hope you really like the stamp set. I really love it. I've made tons of projects with it already. My fellow demonstrators from the global monthly video collaborations have made beautiful projects as well. You can find all the links down below, and I hope you enjoy watching them. I hope to see you next month again. Bye!